Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. We got some discussing to do. I just ain't getting anywhere very fast. Pulling out one flap, one aileron at a time. This is going to take me forever. You guys are going to think I'm nuts, but I'm committed to this, okay? I am going to get these thunderchiefs busted out. And this is how I think I'm better off. Plus, you know, I really didn't make these molds for the kind of production that I'm doing. You know, they're fine for busting out a few, but see, I think they're starting to twist and mold a little bit. This is my flap. Now the parts are coming out straight, man. They're coming out nice and straight. But actually my rudder actually got a big warp in it. And so that's what I decided to do. You guys are going to think I'm nuts. Alright, but here we go. I just ain't getting anywhere very fast, you know. Yeah, I've almost got my engine hatches and my canopies done. But just every couple days pulling out one flat, I just ain't getting anywhere. This is what I'm going to do. And it ain't going to take me very long to do this. But I'm going to make one mold like that. Right and left, one long mold for the flats, one long mold for the elevators. There you go. Now I need to keep them in straight like that for the parting planes. That way, and you know, the best mold I ever made in my life, I'm going to be honest with you guys, straight up. Best mold I ever made in my life was my first one, my GB. I never had any of these issues like this. That thing went together so tight and snug. And you see how, I think wrapping them in that blanket is actually what's doing this. But how I did that is when I started, I put my surface coat on. And see, this was a great big mold too. Remember, that was a half scale GB. Ended up weighing a ton, but after I put my surface coat on and my first couple layers of glass, I put a wooden edge around it. Kind of like my parting plane, but just a little bigger gap, you know. And then I had that mold for a couple years, and they always just went together so tight. It was like you couldn't fit a feeler gauge of any kind anywhere without no bolts in it, just putting them together. And that's how I'm going to make these. You know, people don't, it's only going to take me a couple of days to make this mold. These two molds right here. And then I'm pulling out two at a time, man. Bam, 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 bam. And I think it's a 2 days well spent. Because I ain't even close. I've only got enough for 1.5 wings. And to be perfectly honest with you, one of them's got a couple flames in it that I wouldn't give to a customer. So, you know, I've been working on these flaps a long time, and I ain't even got enough for 2 wings. So I got to do something. I got to step it up a little bit. I got to get these things busted out, or I'm gonna be here 4 months. And I don't want to be working on these in 4 months, man. I think it'll be 2 days well spent, and help me get this project finished. And everything's nice and straight. They're coming out decent, but I just ain't getting anywhere. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna sand these seams and fill them, and kind of get them ready to paint, and then wax them up. And I hope it don't ruin these parts. So, gonna have to get some of that wax remover. I don't know. Let me try painting myself. But I think it's 2 days well spent. And I'll have a big time production mold, man, that I can cook. See, I'm gonna cook this mold. When I get it all done, both halves done, we're gonna throw that thing in a blanket and let it set 10, 12 hours. Let it cook before I take them apart. Then when I cook them, they won't move anymore. Some of you people might think I'm nuts, but I think it's, I talked to Butch about it. He kind of thought I was nuts, but knows what I'm talking about, you know. I'm just not getting anywhere. I'll have this ready to paint tonight. See, the good thing since it's my flap, I got more flaps over there. While my primer's drying, I could be working on my parting plane, you know, with one of my other parts. I'm gonna have these primed, ready to go tonight. I can have my parting planes done tonight, tomorrow. Are we still on here? Oh yeah, let's go counting down. Tomorrow, I can get up early and have both sides done tomorrow. Put them things in the oven. Tomorrow's Thursday, Friday, we'll be pulling 2 at a time. Then it's one wing every time I pull, make a pull instead of, that's 5 pulls instead of 10. You know what I mean? You gotta count this stuff in pulls. I could almost make 2 just as fast as 1. You know what I mean? I might have to bag them separate, but I got a combination for that with that big old junction block over there, Dad made me.